Today is a day that in probably about 30 to 10 years time, I will look back on and think, oh man, I'm so glad I got to that point and I chose to keep going. Today is our day I'll look back on and grin at and smile at and think, oh boy, you were so young. A day that I should honestly be very proud of. A day, even a couple of years ago, I never thought I'd get to. I never thought I'd be sitting in this room doing this a couple of years ago. Because today is the 1 year anniversary of my brand. Focus the future. 1 year of me making mental health content and trying to provide my best support for you guys. I hope it's worked. 1 year of improvement, 1 year of trying, 1 year of pure determination to get to where I am today. And the decisions I'm now making for the future of this brand are damn right scary. It's been one of the biggest projects of my entire life. Been some of the most challenging things that I've ever done, and has really pushed me emotionally and physically to my limits, and has taught me a hell of a lot about the working world. But most importantly, it's made me the person I am today. As much as I complain that I work too much, or I don't get a load of free time, or my friends sometimes get ditched in the water because I'm working too much, in the real world, I love what I do, and I hope I'll never stop it. And I think over the last month, it's hit me hard how much I want to take this into my future. And I've had to make some very difficult decisions. As a growing teenager, I think many teenagers kind of rely on 9-to-5 jobs for this one. But me personally, I didn't want to go the normal route that every teenager takes. You know, they go to school, they go to secondary school, they go to college, they'll go to uni or sixth form or whatever they're going to do. They'll go through the normal education system. You know, they'll get a part-time job, earn some cash, think about getting a flat, meanwhile being in uni, and then they'll go and get a full-time job, get married, have kids, and life's over. I wasn't looking down that path, and I never was. After the crucial life I had as a child, there was no way I was going to be taking that very simple route. I was very determined to prove to all the people who told me 10 years ago that I wasn't going to be able to do much with my life, that they were very wrong. As a small kid, I learned how to make videos. I watched some big YouTubers and thought they were amazing human beings and wanted to be just like them. That didn't really work out, but I went down a different path. I found the world of mental health and well-being. I found the world of self-improvement and love. But most importantly, I found out that my main passion is to help people in no matter what way, shape or form I can. And it's a passion I never let go of. A passion that I took in my arching view to make something out of. And as a young boy, I decided that I was going to start a brand new brand after doing YouTube for many years called Focus the Future. And I was going to make it around mental health. As a young boy, not really knowing much about the business world, not really knowing much about communication, not having an idea on how to make logos or banners, how to market, how to network, all these things that are involved when making a brand, I still decided to. Having to push my way through many walls that I faced, having to knock down many bricks to get through to other bricks, to find the skills I needed to build up my brands, I managed to get here. And it's the reason I'm sitting here today. It took courage, it took ambition, it took pure determination and hard work. But oh boy, am I glad I decided to continue. A couple of years ago, a few kids were like to me, you know, all these crazy things you want to do in life, are you really ever going to be able to do them? And I visually remember turning to them and being like, watch me. Now, as a young kid, I was being pretty sarcastic, obviously. I didn't actually, in my head, think I'd ever get there. But you know, as a young kid, you want to make yourself look like the big boy. But I generally turned to them and I was like, watch me. I hope you're watching this video right now, kids. But I wouldn't be here today with a website, with a load of videos as content about mental health, providing you guys with amazing mental health advice, having an amazing office, and being able to do what I do today and loving every minute of it, if it wasn't for my viewers, my family, and my friends supporting me all the way through it. No man can ever live alone, and I think I've pretty much proven that. No matter how strong you are, no matter how strong-willed you are, at some point you're gonna need help. And this brand has took a lot of support from other people to get where I am. So I think the main objective of today's video is to say a massive thank you to everyone who has helped me get to where I am today. Mainly family and friends, because you guys have been the bricks and the structure of this brand, because without you guys I don't know where I'd be. The people who provided me the motivation and the encouragement to keep going on the days where I felt like giving up. The people who helped me build spaces and equipment to be able to do what I do today and are continuing to do so. The people who helped me financially in situations where normally a person would have to invest. The people who gave me a hug when things got dark. But most importantly, the people who are watching me today, thank you. So, for my 1 year anniversary, I've got a pretty big announcement. Something that over the next probably 2 to 3 months is going to be one of the biggest projects I'm going to take up. And a very big step forward for our brand development. A decision I've had on my conscious mind for a very long time, and a decision I never really wanted to make because it was so flipping scary. Something that legally, contractually, and mentally is one hell of a brainstorm. However, over the next year, my main goal is to make this an in-person support organisation. Meaning that I won't just be making videos on the internet and posting blog posts. I will be providing one-to-one personal support to people out in my community. Even if it's online or in person, I will be providing you guys with emotional and well-being and even business-wise support. It's going to take many months and many years, probably. But my main objective is to kick all this off next year. And the first step to becoming an in-person organisation is getting support to do it. I can't do this on my own for much longer. I've been a lone man for a very long time, and I've managed to keep this brand alive for an entire year by myself, with no employees, no volunteers, no people kicking me up the arse every 5 seconds, and no managers to help me either. I've been my own boss for a very long time. That's about to change. So over January and February, I'm putting in a new project, well, it's technically already in plan to go ahead. I'm doing a new recruitment volunteer program. I am going to be offering everyone who's watching this video, who lives in the UK, the opportunity to work with me on a voluntary basis. Please be reminded that you will not be getting paid for the role you fulfill. This means that you will be working with me directly in some way, shape or form. The way you work with me will be discussed if you decided to take it forward, to help me develop and progress my brand and hopefully someday get a full-time job out of it. Now, no, this is no joke. I'm not just saying this to get views or to, boost my own ego. This is a general goal and a general determination. If I'll achieve it or not, a question I currently don't know the answer to. But I'm determined to do so. It's not going to be an easy road. And I'm going to need some hell of a load of volunteers to get me there. But whoever is interested in that and likes the sound of doing voluntary with me, make sure you've watched my videos and know a lot about me before you make that decision, because you might just look at this video and think, oh yeah, this is amazing, I want to work with this guy, and then you look through the rest of my videos and really don't like it. Make sure you know a lot about me before you start making that decision. But if you are interested, I'm advising you now to go into my description box, click on my website, check all that out, make sure you look at all that and you know what you're getting yourself into. But more importantly, go to my Instagram, give me a little follow, and text me over the next 2 months. Get to know me, I will get to know you, we'll have a bit of a chat. And fingers crossed, I can't promise you anything. Through January and February, I will be offering you voluntary placements with me. We might do test roles where I get you to do pieces of brand work for me, or we might start going into training. I'm not too sure how that's going to work. But what I can promise you, or I can sort of promise you, is that if we go ahead with that, at some point within the next year, you will be helping me develop my brand, as long as I don't think you're like a lunatic and you're going to destroy my life, in which case I might reject you. If I accept you, however, you will be working voluntarily with me. The next time I sit here and make a video on my Focus the Future anniversary, I will hope to be able to tell you guys that I am a fully fledged organisation that can provide in-person support. A big ambition, I know, but I'm fully willing to take it on. I've never been more prepared in my life to start a business. A fully fledged in-person business. There's plans in place to help me improve my mental health. I'm probably more mentally healthy than I've ever been. There's plans in place to improve my living environment, to make sure that I can cope with the work capacity that running a business makes. And I feel like I've got a friend basis that will all support me. And I'm finally, after all these years, reconnecting with the people I love, which is a massive step forward. So guys, over the next year, this will no longer just be an online organisation. Hopefully, by the next time I have to sit here and make an anniversary video, I will be a fully fledged in-person support organisation. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. However, that's not really the point. I thought I'd announce that so I don't give up, because if I didn't announce it today, I know what I'd end up doing. I'd go into January and February and be like, oh, I don't really want to do this, questionable. But if I say it in this video and make it clear to myself that I'm going to do it, I know I will do it. I've proved that because in the past I've said stuff on camera, and because I've said it on camera, I now know it's definitely happening. But most importantly, I just want to offer another big thank you to you all, because again, I wouldn't be making this decision today if it wasn't for every single one of you. It's an absolute dream of mine to be sitting in the position I am today, to be able to do what I'm about to do, to have so many people like, enjoy, and genuinely be interested in what I make and do, to have professional social workers, professional mental health workers look at my content and brand and be like, yes, something is going to come out of that, which has happened. But more importantly, to have friends and family who are so supportive of it. As a young teenager, pretty much a dream. So guys, work with me over the next year, please, to get me to where I want to be, so I can help support, engage and develop the world's mental health. Because at the end of the day, that's the aim of the game. Thank you once again.